Utita wewe kuda kuti udodya mari dzano nepfutseke shaira unyope shaire kusada kuzvishandira mari dzako noda kuimburiswa nevakomana pfutseke nonsense. Brain dzako nedzangu zvacho zvatogara zvitopindirani because you want to harvest where you did not sow. Do you think love is all about giving people money, treated well yechi? What do you worth such that you have to treat you well? What's your worth? What contribution have you done? What good have you done? You that I have to treat you like a king, like a queen. Saka treat me well. But why gezi?
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and we are back on this series again, kissing countless frogs to find the right prince. Now, as you know, this is generally dating advice that comes from my bad dating experiences. If you didn't watch the first video that I posted about this, I'm just going to put the link up here and you guys can go and check out the video for yourself. So today I'm going to talk about frog number 2, the frog that almost made me quit. I don't know if I have quit dating or I'm just not interested anymore, or I don't know if this frog managed to succeed, but well, I need you to understand where I am right now. Well, I'm gonna go back, do a flashback to tell you about all the other frogs, but I need you to understand where I am right now and why I decided to even start this series in the first place. Guys, I have been pushed to the edge. If you have ever been pushed to the edge, you know what exactly it feels like, and this is the story that I'm going to talk about today. So, this frog, right, the one that almost made me quit, I'm gonna give him a name. What name should I give him? Okay, let me call him Charlie. Okay, let me call him Charlie. So now this is an arbitrary name. I don't even have a character to relate this one to, because the level of psycho, I don't think anyone has ever reached that level yet. So I'm just going to call him Charlie. So I met Charlie when I was just walking randomly on the road. I turned on my shops, guys, just to go and buy my stuff. And Charlie was driving along the road, and then he saw me, and then he was like, "Hi, chi. And then he was like, "Can I drop you off where you're going?" I was like, "No, I'm fine." And then he waited for me at the shops. in the shop that I was actually going to buy my stuff. He waited for me there, and then I was just like, "Nah, I'm really fine. I don't need you to be following me around." He's like, "No, I actually need to talk to you. I think I might like you and all." And I was like, "Okay, fine." And then he waited for me to buy whatever I was buying, and then he was like, "Can I drop you off home while I talk to you?" I was like, my stuff is heavy anyways. So I agreed, and I let him drop me off home. So when he dropped me off home, he asked for my number. I was like, "No, I don't give married people my number." And he was like, "I'm married." "Well, I'm not married. Why do you assume that I'm married?" I was like, "You look married." He's like, "No, I'm not married, and I'm going to tell you over the phone, or when we communicate, you're going to get to know me better, and I'm going to show you that I'm not married." I was like, "Okay, fine." If you insist that you're not married, fine, we can get to know each other. So I gave him my number, and then we talked for a bit, but it didn't last that long. So I don't know how the conversation just ended up fading. There was not really a vibe there, you know. So the conversation just faded naturally. And then the next thing that happened was, after some time, after maybe 2 months or so, I met Charlie again when I was just walking around in town. And then he told me, he's like, "No, Hazel, you talked to me the last time, and you never really continued the conversation, wakuvaira and all the stuff like that." I was like, "No, it's not like that, and Tombo Fairi, but you know, things happen, people get busy, and just communication sometimes just dazzle. Like, no, I actually want to really get to know you. So I'm going to talk to you again. I still have your number, and I hope you still have mine. So I'm going to text you, and I want to go on a date with you. I was like, I don't go on dates with married men. It's like, you're still calling me married, but I'm not married. Anyways, okay, over the date, we're going to talk about this, and I'm going to show you and prove to you that I'm not married. I was like, okay, fine. And then the day of the date came, and then he texted me, and he was like, he texted me in the morning telling me about it. I was like, okay, do you want it to be like a breakfast date or something? He's like, no, let's make it lunch because I'm kind of busy right now, but around lunchtime I know I won't be busy anymore, so yeah, we can go on a date. I was like, all right, fine. Then, you know, girl dressed up, girl tried to look her best. Well, for a first date, not. Girl tried to look her best for a first date. So I went out with him. He came to pick me up, and then he said, oh, there's something that I really need to do in my workplace for like 2 minutes. Can you just wait for me to do that, and then we'll go? I was like, okay, it's fine. So it was around 1 p.m. that he came to pick me up, and then he was like, can I actually be honest with you? I thought I would pick you up earlier, but you know, I ended up coming to pick you up late, but I was hungry, so I ate before. I was like, okay, so now if you are not hungry anymore, we don't have to go like anywhere far. We just, if we're getting takeout, we can get it from town and just chill and we'll talk. And then he was like, no, I really want to take you where you want to go. Right? So I'll take you there. What place do you know? I talked about the first place that I knew that's like a bit date with you. You know, in Tare, when you're living in a small town, sometimes your choices are limited. So I talked about the first place that came into my head. And it was like, okay, we'll go there, but first let's go to my workplace. Went to his workplace. He started doing whatever he was doing. But whatever he was doing took like 3 hours at his workplace. So I was just waiting for him there now, and I was now really hungry. And then when he came back, and I was like, you know what? Let's just get takeout because now I'm starving. I'm like really hungry. He's like, no, I want to take you to the place where you want to go. I was like, but we don't really have to go there because I bumped into it by mistake while I was like traveling with my brother. We bumped into the place by mistake. I don't want you to go there and then you don't even like the food that's there. He's like, no, I really want to take you. Like, I'm like, I don't even know how to get there. And he was like, no. I want to take you there. I insist. I was like, so how do we get there? And he was like, okay, bring out your Google Maps. We are going to use Google Maps to get there. I was like, okay, that's fine. Google Maps it is then. Then I Googled up the place. And then when we got there, guys, when you get there, you will not believe what really happened. So we go to the place, and this guy, remember I had suggested that we get something in town, right? So this place was a little bit away from the town in the low density suburbs. You know, if it's like Harare, it would be like the Borodale of it, like, yeah. So that was the place that we went to. And then and the menu came out. Like the cheapest thing on the menu was like $15. The cheapest meal on the menu. In fact, all their single person meal were like $15. Then platters for two were like $25. And yeah, there were mocktails, cocktails, and all. But there were not that many options. So I asked about the ribs. I was like, okay, do you have the ribs? They're like, oh, okay, yeah, we do have the ribs. They're like $15. And the guy was like, it's $15 for one person or it's for two people? And the waiter was like, no, it's for one person. And he was like, okay, I left money in the car. The money that I have right now is not enough. I left some money in the car. Can we go and get it? And then we went to the car. So when we went to the car, the guy was like, you know what? I really had this money. I wanted to give it to someone from work who's really it's some business that I have to do, and I have to give the money to. So I don't want to break a solid 100 to get the milk. Can we buy something that's like around $10 or less, so that my money is enough, guys? I was tired and I was annoyed. Remember, I had asked to get just a simple takeout in town, and this guy insisted that we drive and go all that way. Now imagine driving all that way and going to exclaim at the prices. And that was embarrassing, shame. Anyways, we left the place and I was annoyed. And he was like, where do you want to go next? And I was like, okay. I knew another place that was closer to where we had gone. I was like, okay, there's another place there. The prices there are a bit fair. Everything is like less than $10. We can go and get something there. And then the guy, and then we went up there and we sat. And the guy is like, and then the menu comes. I ordered something for $8. I still remember it was like chips and kebabs and something. So I ordered something for like $8. And then the guy started asking, do you have $1 on you right now? I was like, I left money in the car. Like, I had a 20 that I had in the car. I was like, I left money in the car. And he was like, okay, can we get it so that I can give you this one, and then I'll give you. Guys, I was just hungry. All I wanted to do at that moment was eat. So I paid for my own meal. Well, he gave me the other $7, but I paid for my own meal and I bought juice. And I was like, do you want anything? Do you want anything to drink or eat? Since you said you had eaten a long time ago, but time has passed. Do you want anything? He was like, no, I don't even want anything. I was like, not even anything to drink. He was like, no, I don't want it. So on their drinks menu, I still remember the only mocktails that they had was like a Malawi Shanti and maybe they said club special. And I asked about the ingredients for the club special. The guys mentioned the ingredients that you normally find in Malawi Shanti. I was like, okay, just give me a Malawi Shanti, because I see that there's no difference with the club special anyways. Let me drink something that I'm just used to. And then the Malawi Shanti came in. This guy was just staring at me, and then he was like, yo, he started with my phone anyways. He was like, you're using an iPhone? I'm like, yes, I'm using my iPhone. He was like, how much did you buy it for? You know, if you gave me all that money, I would buy things that make more sense, not an iPhone. I was like, okay, this guy is really now getting on my nerves. And then I was like, no, I just bought it because I actually like Apple products that much. I actually like it, so that's why I bought it. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he was like, so what did you order? Like kebabs and then some Malawi Shanti for the drinks. It's like, okay, what's in Malawi Shanti? I was like, oh my goodness. Okay, flashback. The 3 hours that we were waiting for the guy to be at his workplace and finish whatever he was doing, right? He started telling me about him having all these deals that he used to do when he was at work and everything. At first it was fun, then it started getting really annoying when he was talking about, you know, I had this $100,000 and then I put it in there, and then I bought a house in Big Falls, I bought a house in Mutare, I bought another one there. It got so annoying because I didn't want to know everything about his financial status on our first date. I actually just wanted to talk, you know, simple things. And then he was going on about all this money that he was claiming to have, which apparently did not have. He was like, okay, the house that I'm staying right now is really beautiful. I'm the one who built it. I'm renovating it now because it's not oldish, but I bought it and it's mine. What? It just became annoying. So the 3 hours that we were waiting, he had already like gotten on my nerves already. So coming back to our Malawi Shanti story, and he was like, what's Malawi Shanti? And then I told him what it was. And he was like, you know, back in the day we used to take out girls who were classy so that they order, and then would understand what we would know what they order, so that when we take our own girlfriends to the same places, we'll be acting like we are the ones who know. And they just like laughed it off and laughed at everything. And then yeah, we ordered it as takeout, and then we went, because it seemed that he was busy. He wasn't even done with what he was doing at work. So I just asked him to drop me off home. So when we were driving, I don't know how it came about, but I still remember he started telling me that he did 78 or 76 cases that were at the local police station, local dockets that had been opened up for him for beating out people. I was like, why do you go around beating out people? He's like, I think people should be disciplined physically. So if anyone annoys me, I'll just go and beat them up. And I was like, okay, if you want to date me, you have to stop beating up people. It's like, would rather not date than have me stop beating up people. I will continue to beat up people. I was like, okay, so it's a deal breaker for me. Thank you for lunch, but we cannot date. And then yeah, he dropped me off home, and that was it. So he texted me after like 2 days, and it started saying, Mariako, I'll give you what. I was like, no, you don't have to give me the rest of my money back. But I would have preferred if you didn't have money for us to go for a proper lunch or go far off. I would have preferred if you had just told me what your budget was, so that we would have done something that's within that budget, instead of going all the way to a fancy place and everything, and we start exclaiming at the prices. It kind of reflects badly on me as a girl, because it will feel like I want to take a man to a place that he doesn't afford just to show that I can. But it's not me, it's not my character. And then he was like, why did you take me to that place? I was like, but I really told you that I don't even know the prices in that place. It was like my first time being there. I don't know how it came about. The guy was so agitated by the thing. He's like, how can you say that it's embarrassing? Embarrassed, but you didn't embarrassed now. So I was like, yes, because I'm a girl. If something like that ever happens, all the judgment will go onto me. And he was like, no problem. So you don't even have a car, but you just had the 20 for lunch, and now I'm not Shamsin. I'm like, now I don't even know what to say to you anymore, because I thought what I said was simple and very understandable. He was like, you know what? I've got hoes who are classier than you that I can talk to. But here you're coming, and you're really trying to make yourself feel look at all expensive and that, when you're not even that expensive, you don't even own anything. And I was like, how did that conversation go get to this place? And he started scolding me. Yeah, used to just being stated and eating people's money, men's money, taking them to hotels that are too expensive and everything. I was like, really? When you wanted to take me out on a date, how much were you willing to spend in the first place? Guys, with this broke car, I don't even know. I don't know. This time, guys, I think you need to tell me the lessons yourself in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I think this is the time for you to subscribe right now, because after this frog, guys, I think I need therapy. I need the therapy that I don't afford. So maybe if we grow this channel, not gonna go to a few cents to take me to therapy. But honestly, yeah. Oh, I was really scolded. I think I have some audios. Yeah, let me find the audios and I'll play them for you. I think I do have the audios of the things that he said to me. It's so hilarious, guys. I didn't even know how to respond to it. I just started laughing. But honestly, guys, Now, the question that leaves to be begging for an answer from this vlog is, guys, when in Zimbabwe, people who are staying in Zimbabwe, when you are going out with a girl on a date, is it proper for them to ask you how much you have? I don't know. For next time, said, what's your budget? So we know the place to pick. Oh, because if you're going to insist on me picking the place and you are not going to say anything about where you want to go, I have to know what your budget is so that we can go there. Or, I don't know, is it, I don't know, is it proper or someone takes you out from Kumbakwako, where you are just staying and you are eating your normal food, to take you out on a date, and then they have to make you pay for it? Like, I don't know, maybe in new and American cultures it's something that's happening, split bills and something, but I don't know. In Zimbabwe, is it a thing that we should do? And in Bondo Zaiwo, guys, when you are taking out a girl on a date in Zimbabwe, date, first date unofana ungerere mari, and the first date unofana ungerere kunhu kwakaita sekuti kupi. Yeah, I need you to answer these questions in the comments. But before I leave, guys, I have to leave you the audios because we can't just leave it like this. Anyways, that's all for this feed-down. That's all for this episode of the series. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now. Thank you for watching. I love you guys.